seventies.
Yeah, in college.
I remember, I can see you, we were in our office, I had my desk over here, and you had your desk over here, el mismo.
Yeah.
Same voice, the same, everything about you is
Yeah.
the same, so, it's a real blessing that we're doing this today. Can I tell them a little secret about you here? You're in
Okay.
okay.
It's probably bad, but
This
don't record
isn't a
it.
secret, this is the truth.
Okay.
Okay, so Elaine is an amazing coordinator for this program. She's the strongest advocate. She wanted to be in this building because Enlace is an academic program. And there was some issues that it wasn't happening. So Victor stepped in. We had a meeting with the Chancellor, Chancellor Breland.
Yeah.
Victor told him why we needed to be here. And the Chancellor agreed that this is where Enlace belonged. And I will forever remember that, Victor, because honestly, myself as a board member, he wouldn't have listened to me, but he listened to you. And I believe that if you had not stepped in to help Enlace be in this building so they could be an academic program, which is what they are, following Elaine and other people's belief that this was their home, we would not be here. We would not be here, I know. So anyway, Victor, you're just like
Thank
the best of the best.
Yeah.
Would you like to say anything?
Mil gracias por todo su apoyo, porque si no fuera por ustedes, yo no podía hacer nada. Ustedes son los que me hacen a mí ser quien soy yo. Ustedes me han dado la fuerza y el ánimo de hacer las cosas que se necesitan hacer. Ustedes nunca me han abandonado. You have been there always for me, for the students especially, because that's what we're here for our students, for our young people who need the help that we have been able to give it to them since 1983 and continue to do it. It to me has been a tremendous honor to be part of this. And what Maria was talking about, this building, yes, it's true. The people who were organizing who's gonna be here in this building didn't want us here. Until Elaine brought it to my attention. We met with the chancellor, and he said, yes, you belong there. That's why we're here. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here. We would still be left out there. And we would still be considered like outsiders, not part of the academic of this beautiful, gorgeous, I would say campus, Evergreen Valley College. You know, you guys have been a tremendous instrument, because when I go up there and I fight for what I believe is the same thing you all believe in. And we want social justice, and we get it when we fight for it. The police department is another example. They wouldn't hire police departments until we put the lawsuit on. And then we had to fight about 3 years before they started hiring Hispanics in the police department, in the sheriff department, in the school district, the lawsuits that follow. If it wasn't for that and the support from the community, we wouldn't have done that. We would still be back there. Because according to those, we belong down there, we don't belong here. According to us, we belong in the same place they are, here. And, you know, I'm supposed to say that we're on the third floor, the highest floor. So we are riding high, riding high.
Yes.
We're riding high.
He's a father.
But thank you all, because without you, we saw Elaine talking to me about, and before Dr. Espinosa, and before Dr. Mauro Chavez actually called on me to help him start Enlace. And we did. Of course, Dr. Mauro Chavez left us when he was around 41, 42 years old. They named a whole building after him, and it was a struggle too. But we got a fantastic president in this campus that fought for us, and we got the district to approve it and name the building after Dr. Mauro Chavez. So it's a legacy that Dr. Mauro Chavez left us, and we've been working together to improve on it, because those were his dreams. And we improve on it all the time, all the time. It never ceases to amaze me that we're doing something. Even the chancellor from this campus went and asked me, Victor, he says, we need to bring in more Hispanics to the campus. He says, how can we do that? He said, well, you wanna start small, or you wanna start doing something, start a soccer team. Our people love soccer. I mean, that's the number one sport that they love, especially when they come from Mexico, Central America, South America, Europe, even Europe. Soccer is their key. So we started a soccer team for the boys. We ended up winning the championship in the first year. So then I asked her, why don't we start a soccer team for the women? He says, and start bringing in women into this campus too. And she said, okay, Victor. And we started a soccer team for women too. And they still going strong. They're still out there. And it's so beautiful that I come sometimes and I see them getting together, having their meetings. The soccer players, the boys and the girls, you know. So, I mean, good things happen, but you have to fight for it. They're not gonna give it to you because you're supposed to be the same, but you're not, according to their eyes and that. One of the greatest friends we have here on campus is Sam Ho, right there. Sam Ho has attended our meetings, Garza round table meetings, probably for several years, not missing a meeting. Sam Ho. He's always asking me, what can you do, Victor, or we do to be able to improve the campus? And we talk a lot. Sam Ho is an administrator, which in the administration of both campuses, the City College and Evergreen Valley College. And recently we provided some leadership training via some things that Sam Ho created, and asked people like me to speak and to say what needed to be said to help our young people and to motivate them to educate themselves. You know, and what can I say? If we don't work together to help ourselves, nobody's gonna help us. You know, don't blame nobody, blame yourself if we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. And we need to work together to help each other, and we need to learn to ask for help. We need to learn to ask for help. I ask for help all the time. And it's important that we help each other and support each other for the good of our future, our kids, you know, our grandkids, you know, our families that are coming on. I got my daughter, where's Oh, you brought my granddaughter.
I did.
And my granddaughter, she's about 10 months old right now.
12.
My granddaughter. And her future, yeah. My daughter is an excellent LASA student. Victor, where's Victor, my son?
He just walked out.
Oh, he's not
He's trying to
there.
stay distant.
He was a student here and got him in LASA after he returned from the Navy during Desert Storm. And he was discharged after he got here. And we got him into LASA. And LASA students got together and recruited him. The students from San Jose State University, the Chicano Business Association, got together and tried to recruit him to go to San Jose State with them. Well, and LASA won. So he's been here as a student, and he is now a dean here in this campus. He's contributing back and giving back to the young people. And that's what we need to do, you know. They're our future. Let's do it for them. I mean, to me, I'm 86 years old, I'm way too old for any future, but to continue to live and to continue to support all of you. So don't ever be afraid to say, Victor, can you help us with the blessings of the Almighty? I'll be there. And I have called on Chief Mata also on meetings and say, Chief, what do you have for lunch? He said, well, I haven't been so time. Okay, why don't we meet some time? And then we get him to meet with us and work together on issues that are impacting our people, our community. And, you know, if we don't ask for help, and if we don't share the problems we have with others, how can they help us? They can't help us. They cannot help us. So let's not be afraid to ask for help. Let's not be so damn proud that we fail to do the right thing for the right reason. And that is to help oneself and to help others. If we don't help ourselves, we cannot help nobody else. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Victor, before we wrap it up here, can I ask you to address a rumor that's going around? There's a rumor that's going around that apparently Sam Ho has never missed a La Raza roundtable meeting. Now, I don't know if Sam started that rumor or what, but is there any truth to that, Victor?
Sam Ho has been a very loyal friend and supporter of La Raza Roundtable, and always communicate to me situations here on campus. He's not afraid to sit down and chat with me. I don't go around saying who said what, or where I got the information from, you know. But there are people that I work with, and I have to respect them and support them. And the thing is for me to do what needs to be done without having to jeopardize anybody's jobs or anybody's future or create problems for them. And that's what we need to do.
So I guess it's true. Sam, it's okay. All right. Thank you for confirming that.
Well, thank you.
Can I say a couple
Oh.
words? Can I say a couple
Oh,
words?
yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
I really want to say a couple words. I know it's taking up your time, but because I love Victor so much, and I have a lot of respect for you, I just want to let you know that I always thank you behind your back.
Yeah. I remember when he introduced me to the president at a Asian event, actually was a Vietnamese.
The
event.
Tet Festival.
And he introduced me, yeah, he stood behind my back.
You know, I've been with the La Raza Roundtable for 23 years now. COVID did mess up my
Perfect.
attendance a little bit, but you know, Victor Garza to me has been in my years in California since '92. I moved from Florida and New York, but it's '92 I came to Southern California. I was very involved with LULAC down there. Down there, LULAC was the biggest one. Up here, La Raza Roundtable was the biggest one. And Victor Garza, I got to know him 23 years ago. And what a blessing. I thank you for your contribution to my 23 years of my life. Because I have learned to be who I am today through you the most as a community leader. You brought Santa Clara together. You brought all ethnicities together, all backgrounds together, all people of all levels.
Yes.
From the poorest, you remember that little girl that used to do boxing,
Yes.
and you helped a lot to grow.
She became a world champion, well, an American champion in boxing.
Yeah.
And I have a guy that, I got boxes of a bunch of stuff that he was going through, guy that's writing a book about me. And he saw some gloves autographed by her. He said, who's this young lady? And then I told him the story about La Raza Roundtable. We sponsored her and we helped her because they were very poor, her and her parents. and they had to travel different places to go fight. And, we supported her, we raised funds to help her, so that she can continue her dream of being a champion. She became a local champion, state champion, and we went and fought for the national gloves championship too. And, I have the gloves autographed, in my house. And by the way, if you ever work with my daughter Cindy, that's my oldest daughter, who I live with right now since I got healed a little bit over a year ago. It probably seems like 10 years to her. But, she has the torch that I carried when I ran, and it's in the picture. That if you ever have a major event or an event that you feel that you wanna show it to the students, you wanna do something, we can work something together with my daughter, and we can share it with you so that the kids can share it with themselves. You know, they never seen a torch, except on TV. And, I mean, they're big and they're heavy, and it's just beautiful. I'm gonna have my daughter to say what happened when they were under threat of the area where she lives was gonna be burned. And what did you do and your husband?
There was just 2 items, so we had the torch in a big special case with a bunch of things. So between his torch and also my father-in-law had something from when he was in the army. We grabbed them, wrapped them in towels, and we took them with us. If everything else stayed behind besides our birth certificate, we took those with us, because to us that was a very big honor. So we didn't wanna take a chance anything to happen.
So, I will walk back to my place, but.
Yeah, you're,
Where I belong.
yeah, cause your phone's getting heavy.
But, thank you very much,
Thank you.
from the youngest to the poorest and the richest and the most powerful in this county and beyond. You have touched the lives of all those people.
Thank
You have helped make these chiefs positions, these top elected officials, not only in the Latinx community, but also in the Asian community, African American community, and including Caucasian community, because you stand for equity.
Yeah.
You stand for what is right, regardless. And I think you have touched the lives of so many. It's beyond words to describe how impactful you have been to the community. I want to thank you
Thank
for
you.
making Santa Clara a more loving, a more kind, and a more inclusive place for all of us and for our children.
Thank
We
you,
love
Sam.
We love you.
Thank you, Sam.
He gave you his hand.
I wanted to
Yes,
say
yes, sir.
thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
So what I'd like to do now is we have some thank you cards that you can write for those who didn't get a chance to, if you wanna express and say something. We're gonna go to the Mishra, but before we go, if I can just take a minute, go around the room, kinda like La Raza Roundtable, and just say your name and where you're from or something, so we know who's here among us. I think that would be really cool. So we'll start over here.
President
Did you wanna come say something? She's okay. We'll catch you at the Mishra. We'll have her speak there. Okay, would you start, please?
Sure, my name is Steve Guerrero. I've been a family friend for Victor since I was a baby, probably about 12 months old there. I was a student here at Evergreen Community College. I was actually a student with Eastside Union High School District. I'm actually a Hall of Famer. But needless to say, I wouldn't miss this for the world, so congratulations, Victor.
Thank you, compadre.
They're gonna name a campus after you one of these days.
Yeah. Robert?
So yeah, I'm Robert Gutierrez, I'm the Dean of Language Arts, and it's an honor to be here. And also welcome to all the family members and to the Tejanos here, so thank you. So,
I think
I'm a Tejano also. I was born and raised in Texas.
I think in Las is under Dean Gutierrez.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that- okay.
We're under you.
Buenas tardes, my name is Beatriz Chaires and I serve as the interim chancellor. And I wanna say that although this is my first opportunity to meet you personally, I feel like I've had the opportunity to know who the man, Don Victor Garza, is by the stories, the retelling of all the work we've done, the reading of the bio, and I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna leave today inspired by your work and
you.
also re-motivated and recharged, because there was many things you said, but I think what was pivotal to your message is, let's remember why we're here for the students, and we have to always be the voice for those who can't. So thank you for your
Thank
nice
you,
work.
thank you.
Frank Espinosa, I teach in the sociology program, and my first position on this campus was with the Enlace program as the Enlace counselor. Thank you.
Anselmo Villarreal, we flew from Austin, Texas.
Dr. Anselmo. We don't have that meaning to leave that out. No, we have Dr. Espinosa.
You know, I have the honor to be the president and CEO of Sawaski. And one thing that can assure you, without the leadership of Don Victor Garza for the last 20 years, I truly believe Sawaski would have been closed a couple of years ago. And Sawaski right now is one of the largest nonprofits in the United States, Latino led. You know, we have close to 11,000 employees and a budget of $1 billion. And again, without his leadership for the last 20 years, we would have been closed because of some issues that require a man like Mr. Victor Garza. And it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to call him my compadre. And thank you very much for everything you have done, Victor.
Thank you, compadre.
My name is Luis Mariscal. I know Victor for many years. So it's a pleasure to be here and your support, and thank you for everything done for our community.
Thank you, Luis.
So that will never be forgotten. And thank you for everything you've done for us.
Yes, Lencho Rendon, I flew in from San Antonio, and going back to my other home in Washington, D.C. very soon, and I don't have enough words to express, you know, the gratitude and just, I've known Victor maybe 3 years at the max, but it seems that I have learned what he has done in his short lifespan. It seems like he's lived 300 years. This honor that's being bestowed on him is just another episode in his life. I've been in, I think already in the short 2 or 3 years, we visited sites that have his name, universities, veterans flags. It just goes on and on and on. I think my only regret is that I didn't spend the other 80-some years of his life together learning from him. I've learned a lot. His advocacy is just nonstop for not only Chicano, Latinos, equality, small businesses, the children that Southwest Key serves, 40, 50,000 a year. And Victor is, whom I dearly call Mr. Chairman, leads that organization together with Dr. Villarreal and the team that are here. They'll introduce themselves, but just an honor to be here to one more of your great events that leave a great legacy,
Thank
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Lencho.
Juanito Gandara, from Brownsville, Texas. I'm with Southwest Key Programs as well. Mr. Victor, I've learned a lot from you and Dr. Villarreal, but we talk and you really open the doors for the younger generation coming up. So, I mean, I can say a lot of words, Mr. Victor, but you've been a mentor. We've traveled a lot for the last 2 years and a half. I've learned a lot from you, and I owe you some promises to still accomplish. And
One of those promises for him to go get his doctorate degree. And I keep pushing him to go get his doctorate degree.
Pero lo queremos mucho, Mr. Victor.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Melissa Villarreal, I'm also with Southwest Key Programs under the great leadership of Dr. Villarreal and of course our chairman, Mr. Victor Garza. Thank you so much for all of your mentorship, guidance, and for always pushing me. He likes to call me and say, what are you doing now? What's going on next? How's the community center going? Who are the people that we're helping? Who else needs help? And I think that it's very symbolic that you ran with the torch, because you are a beacon of hope and light for so many, from who you've helped in the past, who you help today, and the legacy that you are going to leave behind that is going to continue to light the way for so many that are coming. So Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mr.
Melissa.
Victor, for your leadership and also for your friendship.
Thank you, Melissa. She's the director of the newly, well, about a year and a half ago, building called the Victor Garza Community Center in Austin, Texas.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina Cantu. I have the honor of serving as Chief of Staff under Anselmo's leadership and of course our board chair, who I've known for 14 years now. And I am honored to call him my mentor, my friend, and get invited into his family's home. And I've met so many of you through him and his leadership. And you're the light, like Melissa said, and so many of us are following you, our guiding star. So thank you for inviting us here, Victor, and letting us be a part of this very memorable day. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine.
I'm gonna need to pause right here because we need to move over to the Mishra and then we'll continue with everyone else. So, and we'll go from there, but thank you for coming. Please join us in the Mishra. But I'm getting the, you're out of here.